Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Sadly, there is another death in the news, and this time it is the daughter of Master P, the founder of No Limit Records. And a lot of people found out about Master P and No Limit Records in '97 after the release of his album Ghetto D, which standed for Ghetto Dope. And I'm going to show you how his daughter's death is in tribute to that album, undeniably. She's dead 97 days before the anniversary of the album that dropped in '97. And of course, that's a number of death. But what we're also going to talk about is why she's dead at age 29, 29 days after Master P's birthday. She reportedly died Saturday morning around 2:30 a.m. The news does break today, Monday, May 30th, but the death was this past Saturday in the middle of the night, 2:30 a.m. Dead 29 days after Master P's birthday at age 29, and also dead 83 days before her brother's upcoming 33rd birthday, Romeo. Of course, Lil Romeo, the son of Master P, had a little hip-hop career as well, covering the Jackson 5 song, late 90s, early 2000s. But again, there's that song out there, Murder by Numbers, where killing is the sport of the elite. It's as simple as ABC is 1, 2, 3. That song came out in '83. And of course, murder equals 83. And just days ago, we were talking about the death of Ray Liotta 83 days before De Niro's upcoming birthday, who, of course, both starred in Goodfellas. There's a lot to Ray Liotta's death. There's probably a lot more than I already know about Master P's daughter's death, Titiana. But let me show you what's standing out. And again, Master P daughter, Titiana, dead at 29. Notice Master P was born on the 29th of April, 1970. From his birthday to her death, Saturday, May 28th, 29 days later. And in Gematria, in what's considered the most pure cipher, Master P equals 29. And if you're new here, Gematria, look up the song Gematria, the Killing Name. Again, look up the song Murder by Numbers. It's very simple. It's the alphabetic order forwards and backwards. For example, the word murder equals 79 forwards, 83 in reverse. Ray Liotta just died 83 days before De Niro's 79th birthday. But it's the alphabetic order forwards and backwards with numerology. So there's 4 base ciphers. You want to know all 4 to see through the rituals. But out of the 4 ciphers, this is considered the most pure cipher, the alphabetic order with the rules numerology. If you're wondering how M is worth 4, it's because M is the 13th letter. The numerology of 13 is 1 plus 3 is 4. So M becomes 4. A is the first letter, so it's 1. S is the 19th letter. The numerology of 19 is 1 plus 9 is 10. 10 is 1 plus 0 is 1, so S breaks down to 1. T, the 20th letter, becomes 2 plus 0 is 2, so T is 2. So on. You just make each letter a single-digit number based on the alphabetic order. E's the 5th letter. R's the 18th. The numerology of 18 is 1 plus 8 is 9. P's the 16th letter. 1 plus 6 is 7. So you get them each letter into a single-digit number. You add it up. Master P, 29. And again, Ghetto Dope, their big album with Make 'Em Say, the song that was on MTV nonstop that put No Limit on the map. We're going to get to it. But notice when you run the alphabetic order in reverse with numerology, Ghetto D is 29, and now his daughter's dead at 29. From 97 to 2022 is 25 years later. And notice his daughter's name, Titiana, equals 25. We just talked about the former Minnesota Viking / Arizona Cardinal, who's also in the news dead today. If you missed that video, it's the last one, but he's dead at age 25, 25 months after being drafted in the NFL on Memorial Day, where the only season he played was for the Minnesota Vikings right after George Floyd's death on the corner of 38th Street. And as we'll get to, death has that gematria of 38 in addition to 25. But notice how death, when you run the alphabetic order in reverse, is 97 and 25, where 97 is the 25th prime number. We just talked about this exact pattern in the Cardinals player's death. Again, the 97th NFL season, they moved the touchback to 25 yards, and the season finished with a 25-point comeback over the Falcons on 2/5 when Falcons equals 25. But anyhow, she's dead 25 years after the breakout album for Master P. That album came out September 2nd, 97. She's dead May 28th, 97 days before the anniversary, the 25-year anniversary. And Ghetto D does stand for Ghetto Dope, which equals 52. That's how old Master P is right now. He just turned 52 on April 29th. Ghetto Dope, when you run it in reverse, is 38, also like his daughter's name. Notice how his daughter's name in reverse is the exact same as Murder. And just in case you're new here, something I've shown a million times, the Murder by Numbers movie poster starring Sandra Bullock. They changed the letters to numbers, the E to the 3, the B to the 8, 3883, where Murder's 38 and 83. The song Murder by Numbers by the Police in 83. You know, Master P actually covered a Police song. Or hold on. Didn't he cover or never mind. I'm thinking about Puff Daddy and Bad Boy Records. Puff Daddy covered the Police song, Every Breath You Take, I'll Be Watching You. Master P did the cover of I Always Feel Like Somebody's Watching Me. But anyhow, Sandra Bullock's the star of that movie, 83. The film released 38 weeks after her birthday. The film released on the very important date of the Jesuits. And again, it's the Jesuits that control the world of recording. I know a lot of you guys think Master P's self-made, and he took his $10,000 his granddaddy gave him and made the multi-million-dollar record and the house made out of gold. But understand, you heard that story on TV and MTV Cribs, and all that is bullshit. These people are in the network, and this is what happens when you're in the network. You get famous, and then your kids end up dying by the numbers. You don't want to be in show business unless you're a sociopathic asshole who doesn't care if your family ends up locked behind bars like C. Murder, his brother. Your daughter ends up dead, and God knows what else has happened in his family, along with all these families in the world of celebrity. But understand, this is just what goes on day after day in the world of entertainment. Killing, death, R.I.P., Gematria, that's practice coding numbers into words. Look up the song Gematria, the killing name, but they're all 38. And by the way, oh shit, I got the, hold on. Do I have the right one up here? I do. But by the way, his record label, for the record, 38 Super Deadly with Rappers. Notice how No Limit, his record label, is 38. It's also 97. 97 No Limit. That album came out on September 2nd, right? So think about that. That album for No Limit that put it on the map came out on 9/2, September 2nd, No Limit 92. When you run it in reverse, 97. It came out on 9/2, 97. And now his daughter's dead 25 years later, where 97 is the 25th prime, 97 days before the 25th anniversary. No Limit, though, is also 38 in that same cipher rapper. Okay? Okay. Coming back. Actually, let me show you one more thing. The word murder again forwards is 79. The Agatha Christie story, the ABC murders about killing by the code of ABC 12379. Society of Jesus, that's the Jesuits are behind all this, 5679. And again, this film, Murder by Numbers, came out on Ignatius of Loyola Day, the founder of the Jesuits. That's April 19th, day known for wicked rituals. And again, just look at the orange numbers around the words. Orange 7 and 9 for murder or death, 97. And then 3-8. Again, Ray Liotta, dead by the numbers in a big way. See the work we just did. 83 days before the 79th birthday of De Niro. Gangster films, gangster rap. The emphasized phrase from TMZ, or excuse me, it was from Yahoo News. Overwhelming grief. Overwhelming grief. Why did they do that? Because it's got that number in it, 83. And then her brother, Romeo, his birthday is August 19th, and she's dead 83 days before his upcoming 33rd birthday. We're talking about the Miller family, Percy Miller, Master P, Miller 33. The word family is also 33. You know, Master P and the son live on with the hip-hop careers, but the daughter, I don't know if she was in show business or not. I honestly never heard about Master P's daughter before. But, I mean, it doesn't matter if she's famous or not. It's just sick, man. From what I can see from the picture. Young, beautiful woman. And now gone. And what's Master P's statement in the media? Mental health and drug addiction's a real thing? Okay, mister, how much, his whole rap career is about how many rocks he's slaying. But again, it doesn't look like your daughter died from mental health issues. Looks like she died from in the entertainment business issues. Looks like you might have the mental health problem along with the rest of the sociopaths in the industry. And this is what's wrong with human beings, looking out for their own ass, doing what they're told to do. I have a feeling, like this isn't what he wanted to happen, but I have a feeling that this is just the way it is in show business. You got rich and famous, and now you got to pay up. Just like Bob Dylan said to Ed Bradley on 60 Minutes, all of us in show business, we all made the deal with the chief commander of this world, and we all know what he was talking about, made the deal with the devil. Remember when Obama and LeBron did that episode of like the barbershop or whatever it's called, and they were laughing about the deal they made with the devil, and they were just laughing so hard about it? But yeah, it's just, I wish one of these people would find some balls and say, you know what? I sacrificed my daughter. Don't be the next Master P. You might get to live in a gold house and be super famous, but you know what? You're only 50 years old, and now you have to live the rest of life knowing that you had to 86 your daughter. R.I.P. Titiana. By the way, you guys, I was trying to finish for the day and just work on the book some more, but like I said, this stuff just doesn't stop. And every time I see this evil out there, again, I'm going to put out a video, try to wake up a few more people. Her name, though, isn't her name kind of bizarrely spelled? Titiana. And that's what I mean in show business. I don't even think these guys are getting to name their children. I think the psychopaths that gave him the story that he built up No Limit with 10,000, that phony story, they probably also said, okay, your daughter's name's going to be Titiana because we got a plan for old Titiana. That ghetto dope sold a lot of records. You're going to have to pay the piper, Mr. P. But isn't it perfect how they sync it up? Father and son, 29 days after dad's birthday, 83 days before the son's. And by the way, the day she died was a date with 75 numerology, No Limit Records 75. Turns out Master P's not the colonel of the tank. He's just an officer taking orders. But here's what TMZ wrote. Master P is mourning the death of his daughter, Titiana Miller. The 52-year-old rapper took to social media Sunday night to announce his 29-year-old daughter had passed away. By the way, if you're saying, well, what about Saturday? Down here it says, law enforcement sources tell TMZ paramedics got an emergency call around 2:30 a.m. Saturday and responded to a home in the San Fernando Valley. It appears she was pronounced dead on scene. She was not taken to a hospital. Titiana is one of Master P's 4 daughters. The cause of death has not been revealed. But coming back to Master P, our family is dealing with an overwhelming grief for the loss of my daughter, Titiana, Master P wrote on Instagram. We respectfully request some privacy so that our family can grieve. We appreciate all of the prayers, love, and support. He continued, mental illness and substance abuse is a real issue that we can't be afraid to talk about. With God, we will get through this, my angel. Yeah, I'll tell you what the real issue is. Ritual sacrifice in the world of entertainment by the same old numbers over and over. And if you guys missed what they did with Ray Liotta the other day, he played Shoeless Joe Jackson in Field of Dreams. The teams that play this year in the Field of Dreams game, the Reds and the Cubs, they played the day he died, and the score was 20-5, like Shoeless Joe Jackson equals 205. The character that Ray Liotta portrayed, he's dead at 67. The character he played in Goodfellas, his name equals 67, and that was based on a real-life gangster who also died at age 67. The blood sacrifice number. But yeah, again and again. And one more thing that I got to say that's so appropriate. Make sure you guys support Jonathan's book when he's finished. He's got a nice cover for it. It's called 38 Special for good reason. It's about all the deaths in the hip-hop world. And like me, he's been rewriting his book and just trying to narrow it down, keep it simpler to understand. And it's hard because it's like the book I'm rewriting, I decided to just stick to one number. And it's not just about one number, but I'm trying to make this book so that it can reach the majority of people. And I feel like if it just has 1,000 examples of one number all the way through from start to finish, that might resonate more with most people because of where they're at. So anyhow, Jonathan's book's on the way. You know, And again, he decided to call it 38 special because that's the number we see with the hip hop deaths all the time, and it's clearly part of the ritual with this latest death. No Limit 38, Rapper 38, and the young woman's name, marked for death. So I know he has some lyrics on Ghetto Dope about, something about a blimp and putting some words up there. Maybe that's what we need to do with Gematria. Maybe we need a blimp flying over New Orleans, RIP, you know, to Master P's daughter, dead 83 days before Romeo's birthday. Dead at 20. We need like a Gematria decode on a big blimp hovering over New Orleans. I see he's living out in California right now, but I was down in New Orleans at the start of 2020 educating about all the people that died for the LSU rig championship. And people got it out there. When you talk to people in person, they seem to get it. So, anyhow, hold up. You guys already snuck in some super chats here. Hold on. I got to say thank you to the super chatters real quick. But yeah, it's sad, man. I wish I was wrong about all this, but it's obvious I'm not wrong. It's the same lessons day after day, the same rituals day after day. And shout out for the super chatters. Lonnie J donated 10 at the end of the last stream. I missed it. Sorry, Lonnie. Thank you. Jameson Jones tipped in another 279. He called in. Thank you. Buff 28 Chevy. I saw a super chat earlier today from you. There's another 20 from you. I appreciate it. And then he chipped in another 5. Joe from Buffalo. Great to meet you and glad I got to witness the church lady and the slump buster. Okay, so now I know who that is. Shout out to Joe. Joe was there when my live stream wasn't working, and he got to see the slump buster in real life. And yeah, he got to see the church lady too. So unfortunately, those were probably two of the most negative interactions we had, but Joe was there to bear witness. Hey, Joe, that's a lot to donate. I saw a donation earlier from you. Your quota's met, my man. If everybody just stepped up and threw $25 at me like that, we'd have 1 million overnight, and we'd be able to hire Team Gematria and get everything done that needs to be done. I wish we had crazy money like the news network so that we could hire a team of GematriaEffectNews people to represent every major city and just get the word out. Right now, we could have them down in what do they call it, Bourbon Street, getting out the word. So Lil Wayne got to make it past 38. But yeah. Anyway. It's undeniable, isn't it? 29 days after his birthday on the 29th, 83 days before the son's birthday. So, all right. Hopefully that's the last video for today. But it's a reminder. I mean, the rituals don't stop, you guys, day after day. For all of you guys who doubt that, again, for those of you guys who doubt when I say I've been here every single day for 9 years, you're doubting something that's true. And the reason I'm here every single day is because every single day there's a story like this to expose. Okay. I mean, there's no time to take a day off because these people don't stop at their rituals. And realize it's a network of thousands of people achieving this. I'm one man trying to keep up with all the shit they're doing on a worldwide scale. So anyhow, I appreciate everyone who donates. Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, P.O. Box, PayPal. There's all different ways to donate. And again, thank you to Joe for getting so generous on the stream. We're going to leave it there for now, True Seeker. Make sure you follow me on Gematria Effect Sports and Gematria Effect News. Sometimes I'm going to stream on multiple channels at once. If you just missed the video on the death of the Arizona Cardinal, please go back and revisit that. It's a very similar ritual to this one because they always are encoding the same death numbers. All right, True Seeker, have a good rest of your day or your evening, and until next time.